welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Vandana Kauda, your English lecturer. So dear students, in our previous session, in my previous video, we have discussed with the grammar part, that is articles. So in that session, I have told you about the definite article and the indefinite articles. Indefinite article, the, I have told you about the uses of definite article, the, and then I have also explained the uses of indefinite articles a and an. So dear students, in today's session we are going to deal with the next grammar part, that is prepositions. Prepositions. So in today's session we will deal with the grammar part, prepositions. So dear students, before dealing with this preposition, I would like to suggest you to buy the workbook for PUC. For PUC first year, they have prescribed the workbook titled as articulations, and for the PUC second year students, they have prescribed the book workbook which is titled as stream. So I just suggest you refer you to buy those books. First year PUC articulation workbook, and second year PUC students, they should buy the book workbook which is titled as stream. So we will discuss with the prepositions now. So dear students, before giving the definition, I would like to give the example or sentence which will be effective one. So there is a cow in the field. Okay. Next, he found of tea. Next, he found of tea. The cat jumped. The cat jumped off the chair. So dear students, I have underlined here these words in these three sentences. I have underlined particular word. Here in this sentence I have underlined in. Next in here I have underlined of. Then here of. So what these words shows? These words, they are showing the relationship between this and this one. So here this in is showing the relationship between the cow and field. Next, in the second sentence, the of, this word of, it's showing the relationship between found and tea. The relationship between found and tea. Next, in the last sentence, this of is showing the relationship between jumped and chair. So, what you came to know about by looking at this sentence? Here, these words are called as prepositions. So, dear students, preposition is nothing but a preposition shows relationship between nouns. Cow is a noun, field is a noun. So, the relationship between nouns, two nouns, then a relationship between verb and a noun. P is a noun, and adjective is a found is an adjective. So the relationship between an adjective and a noun. Then last one, a relationship between a verb and a noun. So dear students, we can give the definition of prepositions like a preposition. A preposition is a word which shows relation between the nouns So here cow is a noun and field is a noun, and this preposition in is showing the relationship between cow and field. So the preposition is a word which shows the relation between the nouns and between an adjective and noun. Adjective and noun. So here in the second sentence, found is an adjective and tea is a noun. So this of, it's showing the relationship between this adjective and this noun. Found tea. So he found of tea. Next, between a verb and noun. A noun. So, here in the last sentence, jumped is a verb and chair is a noun. So, here this of is showing the relationship between a verb and a noun. Jumped off the chair. So, in total, we can say that a preposition is a word which shows relation between the nouns and between the relationship between an adjective and noun, and relationship between a verb and noun. So this is the definition of preposition. Next, we will see, is there only these three prepositions there in the English language? No, there are plenty of prepositions in English language. There are most common or most used prepositions are, if we take for example on, then of, about, above. Next, across, between, beneath, behind. Next, from, since, into, outside, inside. Many prepositions are there: about, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, behind, beside, between, by, on, off, outside, down, during, except, for, from, into, near, over, through, towards, under, beneath, up, upon, since, underneath, with, without, until, etc. Many prepositions are there. So now, dear students, we will see the kinds of prepositions. The kinds of prepositions. So there are mainly three kinds of prepositions are there. First one is simple preposition. Simple prepositions. So this of, then on, at, from, through. Then many others, they are called as simple prepositions. Likewise, the second one is compound prepositions. Compound prepositions. Here in this part or this kind, there are many prepositions. For example, about, above, below, beneath, then next among, around, among, around, among, around, above, across, along, amidst, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, inside, outside, within, without, underneath, etc. So these are the compound prepositions. Simple preposition of, on, at, from, etc. through, etc. And compound prepositions about, above, below, beneath, among, around, beside, between, beyond, inside, and etc. So the next one, the last one, simple prepositions and compound prepositions. And the next one, phrase prepositions. Third one, phrase prepositions. So next one, phrase prepositions. Here phrase prepositions are according to, next along with, these are called as the phrase prepositions. According to, along with, because of, next in order to, next in case of, next away from, and many more are there. For this phrase prepositions, I will give those things in the notes which I am going to provide you in the PDF form. So according to, along with, away from, because of, by means of, for the sake of, in addition to, on behalf of, in case of, in favor of, in front of, in order to, in spite of, instead of. These two things are in spite of and instead of are same. We can use any one of these two, in spite of or else instead of. On account of and on account of, with regard to, and etc. So these are the prepositions which are called as phrase prepositions. So there are three kinds of prepositions: simple prepositions, compound prepositions, and phrase prepositions. So dear students, next we will see some examples on this phrase preposition. So first one, I will use the according to this phrase preposition. So according to the law. According to is a phrase preposition. So according to the law, child marriage. According to the law, child marriage is a crime. Okay, so we have used here the phrase preposition according to. So according to the law, child marriage is a crime. Next one, along with. So we will use the preposition along with. Sia went to the temple along with. This is a phrase preposition, along with her parents. So according to, along with, these are the phrase prepositions. Next one, instead of. So as I have told you, this instead of and the instead of and in spite of, these are the same thing. We can use any one of them, instead of and in spite of. So here, instead of having lunch, instead of phrase preposition, instead of having lunch, she ate an apple. So instead of or in spite of having her lunch, she ate an apple. Next one, in order to. In order to, phrase verb, in order to. In order to save money, in order to save money, he reduced his expenditure. So, in order to is a phrase preposition. In order to save money, he reduced his expenditure. So, these are the examples for the phrase prepositions. So, next dear students, I will give you example by which you can easily understand how to use the simple prepositions. So here is an example. The example is also given in your workbook. You can see later. So prepositions of place. How we use the compound and simple prepositions. That is above, about, next, below, under. The compound to prepositions, and next on, at, then in. These are the simple prepositions. So how we use these simple and compound prepositions of place and time? I will tell you here. So here we will take this diagram. We will take it as a table. Okay, a table. We take it as a table or a box and a ball. So here is a ball. Okay. So how we used to say it? So we used to say it as the ball is on the table. A ball is on the table. Okay, so on. Here it is a table and this ball is on the table. So this shows the place, preposition of place. A ball is on the table. And suppose if the ball is here, what we used to? What preposition will we use? The ball is beside the table. So the ball is beside the table. Next, suppose the ball is here. What we use? A ball is under the table, or else sometimes we use below. A ball is under the table or below the table. Next, here it's little bit upside. Okay, there is a gap. A ball is over the table. The ball is over the table. We can use over the bridge, over the building. So the ball is over the table. Suppose this gap is less, reduced, little bit here, little bit upside, a small gap is there, then we use a ball is above the table, above the table. Okay, the ball is above the table, and if the gap is increased, then we use over the table. So this is the prepositions we use on place. Below, under, beside, over, on. So like this. One more is that if the ball is backside, or means behind this, we use a ball is behind the table. For example, we can say as the blackboard is behind me. So the board is behind me. Next, we will use the prepositions on, in, and at. So the prepositions of time we will use. So this we will discuss by using this diagram. This triangle. Okay. First at, next on, next in. We will use like this. So first one at. We will use at for hours, for the time, hours. Next we will use this on for days. And we use this in for months, weeks, months, centuries, decades, years. So we use in. Then at 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, like this we use at for time, for hours. Next at 11 p.m, at 7 p.m, 7 a.m, like this. Next on. So we use on for days. On Monday, on Sunday, on Tuesday, like that. Next, on my birthday, on Friday, on 7th of October, like this we use on for days. Next one, in. We use in for weeks, months, centuries, then years. So, in 2 years. So I will complete this task in 2 weeks, or else she came in the month of August, like that. We use this in for weeks, months, centuries. So in the 19th century or in the 20th century, next in the month of August, in the last year, so in the next year, like that we use preposition in for days, weeks, months, centuries, years, and so on. So, but there is some exceptions, like we use this in for time also. For example, in 15 minutes, in 30 minutes, in 5 minutes, like this we use in, but these are the exceptional cases. Next, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. So like this we use in also for time in some exceptional cases, like in 5 minutes, in 30 minutes, in the morning, in the afternoon, like that. So this is all about the prepositions of time, at, on, in. So I have told you the prepositions of place, below, beneath, under, behind, on, above, over, beside, like that, and the preposition of time, at, on, in. So this is all about prepositions you have studied, guys. I hope you guys enjoying the videos. There are some exercises in your textbook, in your workbook. So I suggest you people to do that exercises which are given in your workbook. And till then, keep watching our videos. Thank you.